Terrible. You guys keep saying Cheopsy is going to suddenly appear. How's everyone doing today? Audio coming through a bit louder than normal, hopefully. Let's see here. Let me see what all's been said in the YouTube chat. It's only showing me recent things, but Andre, yeah, I'm surprised there was no bundle announcement here today either. Sora, how's it going? Jay, Native Man, Mac? Oh no. Kyle? Greg? Peachy, Findan, August? Nothing has been said. My mom, she's still in the hospital. She had to go by ambulance the other day. And she fell 3 times. She had a knee surgery 2 weeks ago, like knee replacement, and she fell, messed that knee up, and they had to check it, and pretty much her pain level the other day was where it was the day after the surgery, and she said it was just the worst pain she's ever dealt with. But yeah, hopefully they'll be letting her back out in the next couple of days. No bundle, game dead. Terrible. We know that a bundle's coming. It's just people gotta be patient. Dan, Daniel, Ken, Ryo, Lem. Maybe they'll just surprise drop the bundle like they did with Heritage. I mean, I would hope not, personally, as a creator, because I'd like to have some heads up so I can make sure I've got time cleared. Pundis, how's it going? Johnny? How to start learning how to do the exchange. Nick, how's it going? Yeah, Photonic Officer is still good. You can still definitely run that if you want to drop an uncon for it. Just drop like a scramble or a jam for it. That's perfectly fine. Thank you. Okay, let's head in to the correct scene here. So some things have changed. I moved the prompter around so I can actually move it now. But let's get Stowe open here. Babyface Spencer. I know. Okay. Let's sign into the game here. The beard is gone. I was having some issues. I know, it's terrible. Okay. Terrible. CasualSAB beard. I know. Did I kill the mirror counterpart? Well, when I was cleaning it up when I cut my hair recently, it got messed up and it just wasn't good. Activate emergency beard hologram. As soon as I turned the camera on, the beard was just like, oh, this now looks really bad. What did mom think of the beard? She didn't like when it was like fully out and not cleaned up at all. And then she actually suggested, you know, what people normally do is they just go to like the jawline. I did that and it was like, oh, that was terrible. Did I finish the playthrough? I did not. I know I need to get through the rest of that. And I know the beard was supposed to stay on until that was finished. I'm sorry. I truly apologize. We'll get through the rest of that playthrough soon, though. I had a bunch of things sell. I posted a bunch of crit chance and severity doffs on KDF, and it looks like most of the rare ones sold at least. I've got 135 mil to gamble. Let's see, what are Delta Alliance packs at? When you're using the exchange, always make sure to use ascending price per unit. That way, if people have a bundle of the item posted, you'll see that, you know, that cheaper rate that they're selling them at potentially. Gibbs, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Very much appreciated. put it all in Tesla and watch it go to zero. Yeah, Tesla's on that path, isn't it? Can I check 26 for you? Yeah, let's check 26. One fed at 1.1, then the KDFs are around a bill. Again, Gibbs, thank you for that, man. Gamble time. We're gonna gamble deltas. I like Delta Alliance Doff packs because we know that there's a new carrier incoming with the Ark Royal, and Scramble Fighters is probably gonna take a good price hike when that happens. I had enough to buy 8 Delta Alliance Doff packs. Will I get a scramble? Probably not. Alternatively, if I get like a good energy weapon officer, then that would also get the money back, but I did not. I got a ground one. How do we even know this live video isn't from last year? The Jam Fox, hopefully that answers it for you. Cool, you have 5 bill now. Nice, Nick. These are, thank you. Mark Schmagos, how's it going? Yeah, and Gibbs, I'm sorry. Runs haven't been happening much recently. Part of that's just on my side. I've been dealing with some earaches recently. I actually just had to go to urgent care again this morning because my left ear was starting to act up. But yeah, I've been having a fun time with that recently. So just not really been in the mood to do a ton of runs. I can see that, Mara. I've seen you post a lot of build videos. Look at that TikTok light up there. Gibbs with another 10. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, Gibbs. That Woot had a sale going on recently, and those were at a really good price, and I was looking for something that would enable me to do like the better with all the physical stuff that I've been doing videos on recently. I figured getting a setup for that stuff would help a little bit, so that was like $60, which Gibbs has basically just pretty much paid for. Thank you, Gibbs. Scuba, thank you for the sub over on Twitch. 8 months in a row, very much appreciated. Duck, thank you. Is the console off of the Garrett any good? Yeah, the Garrett console's good, but it does have an issue right now that it wasn't being affected by Unconventional systems or the Vovin console, which was a limitation for it. But Mordecai said that that doesn't sound right, and he was going to have someone look into it. I used to get earaches playing EVE Online. I find the best solution was just stop listening to the other people. Do it, Ranger. So it really is TikTok dance light. It's an Elgato ring light. I'll post the link here if I can get my mouse over to the right area. Yeah, we had a deal the other day where it was $15 off 100. So I saw this, and they had a couple other things for around the house, and I picked them up, took advantage of that deal. But I was like, that's pretty good. And I actually had just recently gotten a new webcam that I picked up at a really good price, so I just have that hooked up to it. Yeah, that thing gets bright. I can show you just how bright it gets. Let me open up their control app. Dan, thank you for the 20 bits. Yeah, I'm going to do some support coverage myself once the Ark Royal drops, because that's going to be an incredible support platform for people. Yeah, let's open up Elgato Control Center. This thing, if I turn, this is at 100%. Yeah, it can get bright. So that'll help with some of the recordings, like for opening some of the ship models that I've acquired. It's too bright in here? Yeah. Imagine having a Vovin and not doing something. I know, terrible ranger. How many lights are there, Cash? That was just that ring light. But because it's behind me, it messes up this camera here. Right now, the way I'm lit up is literally just the lamp on my nightstand and my monitors. That's pretty much it. Not 5 lights. Martin with the 50 gifted memberships. Damn, Martin. Martin and Gibbs, thank you. Thank you both. I really appreciate that. That's going to be going for a while, isn't it? Will the Arc Royal be better than the Friendship or Suliban for support? For the Friendship, I would say so because it's going to have better uncon potential for doing like left-right supports. For the Suliban Silic, probably not, because the Suliban Silic, when that's being used, that's in really fast runs where uncon doesn't matter. So the Suliban Silic there. Another 50 Gibbs? Oh my. Oh my. Gibbs, Martin, thank you both. Damn. Really appreciate that. Does the Arc Royal provide emotional support? You know it. It's not 5 lights. No, the 5th light's not turned on. I couldn't get this thing to stay on top of the prompter. It kept falling off with the little thing that Elgato sent with the prompter. Johnny with the 10 gifted. Damn. I appreciate all the support, everyone. Any more news on the 15th? Look, I expected the 15th to be dropping this week, to be honest. But I think the lack of communication so far, the lack of teasers aside from what Thomas did, to me, that points towards them probably just needing a bit more time. And honestly, look at what happened with the 14th bundle. I didn't get reviews out for the ships themselves or even build videos because there were so many issues. It took them like a month and a half after that bundle dropped for them to get everything sorted. Yeah. Grumpy with the 20. Thank you. Sorry to hear about your mom. Pain control is BS nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, that is the truth. She's been on like hydrocodones every 4 hours and that was just not cutting through anything. So they were giving her some stronger stuff at the hospital. But yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Grumpy for the 20, Johnny with the 10 gifted, Gibbs with the 70 gifted, Martin with the 50. I appreciate all of you. The chat is just, on the YouTube side, the chat is just full of gifted memberships. With all these subs, you're going to have to work overtime making members videos. There is member-only videos upcoming. They're going to be market-related. As I've talked about before, there's just some market stuff where if I go out and make a video that is fully public, the market's gone. The fact is, even with me doing some of the things I'm going to do members only, there's so many of you that are members that it is going to cause those markets to crash. Nick did a video showing him opening some Borg Doff packs and getting lucky. The Borg market crashed, like within an hour. Calling mid to late March for the 15th. Yeah, that's where I'm starting to expect we'll see it. I know that's a bit later than what people were hoping for. I've also heard the sentiment from some people that they're losing motivation because of the delay. But I think we just have to be realistic. We've already seen the anniversary had to be delayed slightly on PC just to make sure it was better polished, I would assume. I think it's safe to assume they're taking their time and making sure that their big bundle for the year, the 15th, is really polished, and when it goes out, it's the way it's supposed to be. And Old Man Rune, Bilftastic, how's it going? Sorry, there was so much coming in. My prompters missed so much of the chat because all the gifted. And Dan, thank you for the sub over on Twitch. I'm sorry, I completely missed that. Yeah, Dan, thank you for that. And the bits. Um, so emergency powered weapons, that's going to be more dependent on what traits you have access to. At the ultra high end, we've started to drop emergency powered weapons off some builds. But I think at a beginner to mid-level budget range, you're still going to be best to have emergency powered weapons on. Photonic Officer is just dependent on how much risk you want to expose yourself to. How much do you want to rely on Boimler? I think they're doing it right. We're just spoiled with the schedule and excitement. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just... Let me catch up on the Twitch chat here. Quality over quantity. I mean, I know that they're aware of the mud stuff, so hopefully there'll be an update for that next week. If I don't have a lot of universal consoles, or maybe the right consoles, should I not use unconventional systems? I'd say even if you have a couple of really good universal consoles, then start considering it. But if you don't have any clicky consoles yet, or if you only have like one or two on the build, then you probably don't have to worry about it too much right now. Gibbs with another 5. Damn, man. Thank you. You can use the Adaptive Emergency Systems console off of, I think it's the engineering variants of the Audi, Scimitar, and Bordeaux, and the Zen store. Do I have... Hold on. I have this. I don't have it open in front of me, but yeah, I think it's the engineering variants of the flagships that have it. Do I think the Garrett is worth buying out on day one? I think it's a good ship. But would I spend $60 on it? I would try to play as much of the event as you can to get it cheaper, or get it entirely for free. Like, it's a good ship. It really is. It's the best event ship we've ever had. The console off of it's also really good. I'd say post what you have in the builds Discord. I think I have that command. Do I have that set up in? Yeah, right there. Join the builds Discord if you're not already there. Post what you have in the build help channel, and just ask, should I bother with Uncon with what I have? Yeah, the Garrett's really cool. Yeah, it looks really good. I really like it with the Section 31 Vandy Shield. I picked that up with the Dill Vandy Shield sale, which is going on right now on PC. And it looks really nice. The underside with the deflector, the red glow, looks really good. Free to play Dill money. I mean, if you don't want to bother with the event, at least play a couple of days. At least day one minimum. Get it cheaper. Exchange sale expired. Terrible. Okay. There's so many notifications today. A little something for you in Stream Elements. Oh, did I miss it? Oh, no. Hold on. I gotta open up Stream Elements to get it to appear. One moment. Word. Mac, I'm sorry I missed that notification. I feel bad for missing that, but thank you, man. For you and the family, also thank you for what you have done for me lately. No problem. Glad to help. Thank you for the 50. I very much appreciate that, man. Notifications. Well, the thing is, too, keep in mind, Scuba, that by the time it goes over on console, they should have, when it goes live, it should have the patrols as an option as well, so that makes it go a bit faster. As soon as I bought out the event, I just stopped participating, because at that point they were still wanting you to do the 2 TFOs a day, and I just never bothered. So when they added the patrols in, I was just like, I'm not going to start now. I bought the ship, I got it, I'm done. That's the first event in a while where I just straight up didn't even bother to go for the deal afterwards. Alan, how's it going? Railkin, I think there was already discussion of that. Because the items are like hosted on the server side, they should be able to go in and just change that without even doing a patch for the game. Um, let me check here. So I bought a Shrike Vandy. Yeah, it's still bound to character, but they should be able to change that on the back end. But now that Section 31 Vandy Shield, again, I really like that glow it has under it there with the deflector. Billionaire. Should he get flagship computer along with adaptive emergency? I think adaptive on its own is fine. The issue with flagship is if someone else is using it, it locks you out of using it. Yes, Pundus. It is a great looking ship. The Section 31 on it, I like. But I think three-piece flagship is meta enough. If you have it and you don't have any of the better stuff, it's still fine. Everwin, they've always been this price. Like since the beginning of them doing this, they've been 280k, and then you get a discount from your fleet deal mine, taking 15% off. So that takes it down to 238k. Or at least I think it's your fleet discount here. I don't remember. I remember being mega busted in the best meta of all time, season 12. Yeah, that was a fun time. The feedback pulse meta. Fleetmate asked if the console on this ship is good for carriers. Yes. The console on this ship is good for carriers. The issue is right now though that the clicky this console has is not being affected by unconventional systems or the Vovin subspace fracture tunneling field console. So you don't have great uptime on the clicky, but the passive is still 20% firing cycle haste for your pets. So that is still very beneficial. You missed the bottle anti-proton plus chemosite era. There's so many notifications. I thought they were done for a minute there. It got really quiet. New members, 135. Damn. Yeah, I was having some issues. Unfortunately. I had to get rid of it for right now. DL, how's it going? Yeah, I'm gonna have to like massively expand the members list. That is a bit crazy. So I'm thinking too, model wise, I've got a couple of floating shelves, and what I'm thinking of doing is right up over there above the computer tower here and above some of that paneling, as I might put some of them in. I'm just debating what ships I'm going to put up. I've got so many ships I need to sort through. I need to figure out what I want to keep long term and what I'm going to sell off. I'm definitely selling my Titan and the Farragut from Fanhome. I'm going to keep the Stargazer and F so far. Why does Uncon get so much hate? Once I switched to it, the game got so much more fun. The reason that Uncon gets so much hate is because people don't like the visual spam in TFOs is one part of it. The visual spam, that they attribute a lot of that to being Uncon, but that was an issue with science builds before Uncon really became a thing. The other is people don't like how engaged of a playstyle it is. It's a very engaged, very active playstyle, and some people just aren't a fan of that. I just want an XL Nebula class model with impulse engines. Gibbs, you have to be there as soon as it drops. And they said they don't have a specific time because they're going to be they're going to be doing it manually. Honestly, if you really want the Enterprise F model from Fanhome, my recommendation would be to sign up for their subscription. You can sell the other models and recoup most of the cost, because you have people on eBay paying 2 to 3 to 4 times what the price of them is, because they're not selling them in most countries. So you have people using shipping forwarders to send it to the other countries. Sandor, how's it going? It's not. Yeah. What is unconventional systems? It is a personal trait that whenever you use a control ability, it reduces the cooldown time on your, or the recharge time on your universal consoles. Ironically, there's never been any visual spam with pets and fun. Yeah. Let's do some TFOs. Let's take the Garrett into some content here. I am set up with... Do I have a phaser faucet set up on this? Here we go. What am I using for... Wait, this is beam overload. Let's get off that. Terrible. Let's get ETM on here as I go right past it. Get Fa 3 on. I mean, I had people straight up saying they want Uncon just completely removed from the game when I talked about it in a video recently. It was just like, really? You hate it that much? You just want that entirely removed from the game? You don't have to use it. Yeah, it's around 65-70 on the exchange right now. Okay. I need to put a torpedo on for this, so let's do something immersive. Here we go. Wide angle quantum. This is a very immersive torpedo. Okay. Let's get Oscar opened up too, so we can see performance. I have no idea how long it's going to be beeping there. 135 members. Doc Jude, how's it going? Joel and True. No pulse phaser arrays, no immersion. I just don't have the set upgraded right now. I didn't want to burn upgrades. Okay. Let's do the best TFO in the game. Infected the Conduit. Yeah, let's do Elite. Here we go. Best TFO in the entire game right there. Yeah, the Garrett's an incredible ship. It is the best event ship we have gotten so far. 20-man TFOs. I mean, there is still technically a 20-man TFO. It's just it can be very, very laggy. Yeah. Bit of a slow load there. Try doing Corfez and a Terran monitor. You can do it. I forgot to hit my credence console early on. Little bit of lag right there. A little bit of rubber banding. Oh, I love rubber banding. Yeah, little bit of rubber banding today. Yeah, yeah, little bit of rubber banding there. Um, Documents, how's it going?
However, our scans of the starbase are still being disrupted.
Indeed, Michael. Is it possible to do a science ship without having to do an EPG or controller drain build on them? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Like Mary said. The Talshar adapted battle cruiser. Um, the battle crab, as we used to call it back in the day. We used to use that as a tank platform, so BFA. But if you want to do cannons on it with CSV, there's enough mobility stuff out there. You could absolutely do that. Is there? Unfortunately, not. I tried to sign up, like become an affiliate with FanHome before they started the subscription, but the only Star Trek thing they offered affiliate for was their Build the Enterprise D thing, which is really expensive. Yeah, this can do torps as well. I just hate doing torp builds right now. Yeah, there was a lot of gifted there, Warp Core. All the notifications have concluded. So again, thank you for all of the gifted, the super chats and all that. Server sucked in our run, yeah. What was the top side carrier build for the monitor on the charts? So that was Parrot, just doing like an uncon focus setup. I believe Parrot has their build posted over in the builds Discord, and I think they have a video of it up on their YouTube. Endeavor, how's it going? Yes, welcome to all the new members. Ranger, you dodged everything, yeah. What would be the best ship to get with the free Epic Phoenix token we got a while back? If you're looking to boost survivability, the Lucari Hokun, I think it is. That's got the protomatter field projector on it. That's really good. Yeah. The server performance for this game always is really quite poor, but it's even worse during the Omega events, just because of all the stuff going on. Singo, how's it going? Then I can teach you my still play style. Bentham Cruiser. Might be easier to list who your viewers aren't on your on the videos video outros. Yeah, I'm gonna have to expand. I'm gonna have to have that scroll start earlier, or um, just extend the length of my outros. They're gonna be like a minute long. Um, if you're doing the flagship set with the adaptive and fleet tac computer, you could do the Krenim Psi ship that's got um a console that's part of that set that I'm was a timeline manipulator or something, timeline stabilizer, something like that. That's fine if you're doing that. Um, Cold hearted off of the Breen Plestral, that's always good. But aside from that, it's basically just what's going to help your immersion the most. Yeah, I don't know, Endeavor. Michael, I have no idea. Did I see you doing a community post for something that could have been a news video? Yeah, I didn't want to waste your guys' time. Just to tell you that they're looking into the issue and that the other things, going to be fixed. No, it's not the console, the trait off the plush troll. Cold-hearted for Oxtabat or pilot abilities. It's a good ship. I think though that doing elite content is not what everyone wants to see. So let's go do some advanced content. Advanced is a very, very difficult part of the game. So let's do a cure advanced and see how things go. I don't even know what to say to that one. I want to see some normal content, baby steps. Yeah, the section 31, you don't have it, definitely pick it up from the Dill store with the sale. It's so great. Oh, this lag. There we go. Yeah, Everwind, I've done a video on it in the past. You just create a listing on the Dillex that is below market value, and then you just cancel it, claim it on the other character. Yeah, I mean, it is a good-looking ship with or without a vanity shield, absolutely. I like the look of it. You like this T4 level content? That was very difficult. Very difficult content right there. That'd be interesting. Corfez Teray phase. Let's see, what other Hive Advanced? That's also pretty difficult, right? Hive Onslaught Advanced public queue. Look, all I know is the board queues, okay? Gen Trash, thank you for the Prime sub over on Twitch. Very much appreciated. Yeah, everyone, you can do that. I mean, you can even do it on PC at 495. It's not going to go through. You can put it up and then just pull it down on the other character. You could even do it at 500, to be honest, because with the Deluxe backlog, it isn't going to go through, instantly anyways. Yeah, that'd be cool, August. They also need to put in the, oh, what is it? The Voth, is it the Bulwark? The Voth promo ship, yeah, that needs to be put back in. They ripped it out of Ultra Rare Phoenix, and now there's no way to get it at all in the game.
Join us. Become one with us. efforts are futile. Destroy this vessel, and I will claim another.
Deal? Guys, let me know too if the game sound is too loud. I just had to turn down myself. Kyle, thank you for the 5. A bribe to not destroy the market with the next video. I am scared for my sales going boom. What market? That's the question. There's so many little markets in this game. The issue is, as soon as more than one person's doing them, most of them tank. Is there any benefit of high yield over spread? Some torpedoes perform better with the high yield. They'll do more damage. For example, the enhanced bimolecular torpedo from the Undine rep, that has a really nice effect under high yield, and it does a bit of damage to nearby foes as well. So that's pretty good. And then there's other torpedoes that do better under spread. It really depends on the torpedo you're using. Yeah, I am very familiar with the Epic creator code situation, and I appreciate all of you that have went through and used that. Dark matter is going to be spread. Have we ever gotten a full command? I don't think so. Let's double check that. Okay, so you're asking about a ship with a command intel combo, right? So let's just start there. Command intel and requirement of 2 hangar bay. Gonna be friendship, yeah. Friendship's there for sure. Yeah, so friendship is the only one that's got a full commander command with intel. That's part of why the friendship is so good. The friendship is like one of the best carrier platforms you can get right now. Has Deca given a date for when console will receive the pulse phaser buff? No. Is this a controversy? No. No, it's not, Warp Core. Any good news other than the turret fix? They're looking into a lot of the other issues we've encountered. For instance, you know, the Vandy Shield issue. They're quick on that one. They're going to have that sorted out here soon. So if you bought one and it's bound to character, that should be, I would imagine, retroactively corrected. And for the MUDs issue, where you're not able to reclaim some of the new items you purchased, I believe they're looking into that as well. Yeah, Elpatron, I definitely have encountered that myself, and sometimes you just have to take it. I have Chadwick. I don't know if they've actually done anything so far. Just all I know is that they were looking into it. I don't know if a fix has been pushed live yet. I think you're safe to buy them. I think you're safe to buy them right now if you want them. Yeah, PC's got the pulse phaser buff. It's console that hasn't. Yeah, mine are still bound. Let's see here. What does the strike say? Character bind on equip. So yeah, the fix just hasn't went live yet. Okay, we got a lot of people here. We have 37 on Twitch and 184 on the YouTube. Let's do some content that can get more people. Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced Public Queue. There we go. Brand, thank you for the follow. I want to trust them, but I'm hesitant. Bark, thank you for the Prime sub. Very much appreciated. Always fun to watch people that tank the big boom in that, yeah. I would like it, I think someone already like reached out to Thomas on Blue Sky about it, but I'd really like to see them also go in and take a look at Viridians. The Viridian Plasma, we stopped using those for DPS stuff because we found that they were actually like moving slower than other weapons, and like a bunch of us had picked up like full sets of them, and then we found that and it was like, oh, we need to not use these anymore. My fire will just misfire. Is it? Okay. How's it going, Thomas? Yeah, it was like just a weird finding we had with them where they were like just traveling or like it was taking longer for them to reach their target. It was just weird. Never stopped using it. I mean, they have a really good visual. It only matters on things like plasma torps where you create a targetable entity. Gotcha. Thank you for the response, Thomas. Oh. And speaking of the pulse phasers, I do have a pulse phaser cannon set up here. So let's go take that into some content. I know you guys like Core Fez. Let's do one of those up next. Okay, Battle of Corfez, public queue. I'm going to drop my jam targeting for science team so that when I get sub-nuked, it isn't too painful. That was a quick pop. Um, I mean, the rewards for a lot of the elite TFOs is a bit underwhelming. That's why they did the random elite system. It's just the random elites are fine. It's just sometimes you don't want to go into like the ground side of things. I like to have a bit more control over what I'm going into, so I just don't really do the elite randoms too much. Jess, yeah, STO is doing really good right now. So it's a good time for the game. Grumpy, you're fine.
Vodwar ships have...
Yeah, it does make it a lot easier if you're doing the random elites with a team that's coordinating a little bit. That'll make it easier for you, absolutely. Yeah, indeed, Darthon. Oh, okay. I just shot past all the enemies. I went too far up. Didn't even realize. Doesn't matter anyways. Look at the net graph bottom right. Look at the abilities. Or like the lines there. Server performance is just absolutely abysmal right now. Thanks. Thank you for the follow. Yes, server performances. You know, I would not be surprised if it's, you know, very similar to what we've seen with the past couple of bundles. Which, thank you for the follow. So if they do the same price as last year with 17.5k base, then you're looking at 13,125 or right around there for the initial 25% sale. I mean, it's possible the price could be a little bit higher. We have seen price increases on some other things recently. So I'd say have around 14, 15k Zen on hand, and when the 15th bundle drops, that should hopefully be enough. The temp rep 2-piece. I've tried that before. I just didn't really see much of a gain from it. You can do it if you really want, but I don't think you're going to see the gain that you're hoping for. Yes, he misfired. We haven't been doing too many like DPS runs lately just because the servers have been iffy. When do I think we'll see a new Muds bundle? When did they do one last year? Was the second in the year? I think it was around April, May. Okay, so we lucked out. We got like the easiest two mid phases for Corfez. I thought I hit fleet power. Apparently not. No sad Harry Kim today? No. We got the easy phases, thankfully. Well, I mean, it would have been nice to have went against the Teray, to be honest. Yeah, I guess I'd rather have had a challenge here than the easy phases. Yeah, the pulse phaser visuals are really nice. Yeah, the Garrett console does scale its buff based on hanger pets. Yep. So you want to make sure you're using it when you have a lot of pets around you. January 9th. When was the second Muds bundle last year, though? I don't remember. The Garrett would be a better tank platform than the Justiciar. The Justiciar is dual the same spec, if I remember correctly, and it doesn't have a hanger bay, so the Garrett's gonna just all around be a better ship. Look at these CSV misfires. Yeah, server performance is just awful. Every time you see the CSV still lit up red after it's activated, that's it having misfired. Still hoping to get more accurate audio for the pulse phasers. It has been requested. We will see if they have time to do it. Nice. Yeah, that'd be really cool. I'd really like the visuals since the change. I need to get a full set of beams and dual beams upgraded. I'm gonna wait to see if well, I would assume the 15th is probably gonna have some upgrades in it again, so I'll just upgrade a full set then.
We're pushing the Vaadwaur back, but they're not going
Which cannons would I use for CSV? If you're doing plasma, ultimate plasma is the current preferred flavor. If you're doing phaser, I mean radiolytics, pulse phasers, like all of them are pretty much fine.
We're pushing the
Might be able to just one phase this boss. The shields are offline. Yeah, it's gonna be one phase. There we go.
excellent work.
Easy. That's Spencer in that ship, yeah. What's with the dislike of theme immersion builds? And still, there's nothing wrong with those. A theme or immersion build is perfectly fine. You even have the ability with all the power creep that's been added to the game. Like you can make a themed build perform really, really well. June 20th was the Soul System Defense. Oh yeah, that one was the last couple of mods bundles have been a bit eh. Yeah. You're new to the game. What build type should you use? I mean, whichever you prefer. I mean, fire at will, cannon, scatter volley are generally going to be like the most effective beginner ways to get into the game. And both of those playstyles still carry over to performing very well, late game as well. Yeah. Yeah. Thomas, that's something I've been thinking about for a while. Yeah, I think that, and I think YouTube wise, that is something that would perform pretty well as well. Give me Excelsior 2 and Muds bundle and I'm there. Oh no, Red. That'd be good. The second Muds bundle last year was Dread Through the Ages and it came out on March 28th. Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, I mean, with the current little bit of delay that we're seeing, I don't think we would see, like with the 15th bundle and I believe a new lockbox ship dropping this month, I don't think we would see a Muds bundle also drop the same month. I feel like they'd probably push that back to April, May. I mean, it's certainly possible. I think it'd be a bit to drop all that in 1 month. Watch the premium ship in the 15th. I mean, I think of all the possibilities, I think it'll be fine. What did I do with Mir Spencer? I was having some issues. I had to get rid of the beard. I'm sorry, David. Sorry. I would love to have the Mir Warship on account-wide unlock. Absolutely. Michael. Okay, let's do another TFO here. Go back to, let's stay on the phaser CSV here. I don't have the pulse phaser beams right now. At least not a full upgrade set of them. I will soon, though. I just need to find some batteries here. Yeah, okay. Let's see. What TFO do you guys want next? And why is it to hell with honor? Public queue. You got a glorious GMMK Pro off eBay for 45. Haven't got it yet, however. The GMMK Pro, that's a good keyboard. I was using one for a while. It's just mine just randomly stopped working. And when it did, it was out of warranty. Which is always fun. Yeah, Sora, that'd be cool. The thing is, we can't have every like high demand ship like be in a Muds bundle, right away. I would love for that to happen as a player, but just thinking about it, what would the impact of that be? If all the good ships are available elsewhere, then that does probably hurt their monetization scheme with the lockboxes. I don't know. Yeah, problem for them too with the Muds bundles is like you look at all the older ships from like pre 2020 and the stats on them are a bit rough. Phoenix, how's it going? Let's go to a plasma setup for this. Let's go to the plasma CSV. There we go. I need to grab more batteries. It actually bought the batteries there. That's good. We need more Mirandas. Terrible. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with the corrosives. The corrosives are perfectly fine. I really like the visuals of the Viridians though. They're like what was it people were comparing them to? The turbo lasers or whatever from Star Wars? Uh I bought them from the Dill store.
Go to Shipyard Alpha. Destroy the Mokai vessels before they can power up.
Okay, Catherine is on the same page as me. I'm gonna take out the center group first.
To flee from Shipyard Epsilon. That smell of deuterium in the morgue is most glorious. Lunatic peoples will damage anything near them, but they are destroyed. Raiding workforce coming online at Shipyard Beta. 15 seconds. Die, you left. The Mokai vessels are powering up their workforce. Stop them. Shipyard Beta before the Mokai can escape. Shipyard Delta is now clear of Mokai vessels. No vessels remain at Shipyard Epsilon.
Driver, no idea. Still alive on the other side. There it is.
That was the last vessel at Shipyard Gamma. No! This is rapid charge to rocket! Fight as well? Go! Go! After all, give her a warrior stuff! Engage and proceed to the top! This
We wait. Chips, thank you. Yeah, she's been in the hospital, you know, the past couple of days. I don't know when they're going to let her out. Could be today, could be tomorrow. Again, she had knee surgery 2 weeks ago, and she fell 3 times. So she had to be checked out, and she was in a ton of pain. So. What do I think of the event ship? Looks-wise, I think it's a good-looking ship. I mean, I've liked the design of the Kittimer ships, and I think they've done a really good job here. I know the art side is not something I generally comment on, or the story side. That's not typically my main focus with the game, but it's like, I think it's all good. Like, I think this is a good ship, both visually and performance-wise. Which is nice to see. Because we had a bit of a running joke for a long time of Spencer's rule for ships in Stowe was the better a ship looked, like it seemed like the weaker the stats would be on it. So, you know, seeing something that breaks that rule is always good to see. Did I miss an Alachi somewhere? There's an Alachi, like, hidden somewhere over there. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is a very, very capable platform. Very, very capable ship. It looks good, it performs good. Again, it is legitimately the best free event ship we have ever gotten so far. A Garrett Torp build? Oh boy. A Garrett Torp build? I don't have my keybind set up properly for a Torp setup right now. I showed the bridge officer layout for a Torp setup on it earlier in the video I released this morning or late last night. You basically do that, and then for the Torps, just follow the meta Torp guide that I put out a couple years ago. Basically then just swap ferro fluid out for the Eagle console. But I mean that build guide for the Torps, like, that would work perfectly fine on the Garrett. The Bozeman's a really great ship. Yeah, from what I remember, yeah. Let me go into a patrol check or real quick and check that. Just do Jupiter Gauntlet. But yeah, I mean, I would say, Absano, if you just combine the video I put out this morning with the Torp guide I did a couple years ago, I think you'll be able to put something together on this that'll be very effective. Okay, does the console get affected by Uncon yet? No? The answer is no. You can see other consoles are affected by Uncon, this one isn't, so. The Garrett or the Elbor. They're both good platforms. I think the Garrett would probably be better for you right now. Just given the hangar bay. Intel just doesn't generally have as much to offer for Torp setups. other than the uncons. It could still be effective. It's just going with the command temporal. I think it'll do better for you. And there is both uncon and non-uncon setups in that video. When I did that, I know that some of you just are not big fans of unconventional systems, so I made sure to put versions in there for both. And if you haven't seen that video, I'm going to drop a link to it in chat here. Those are the bridge officer setups for the Garrett. So this was asked before, but let me just show as I respond here. Why use high yield 3 instead of spread 3 on a torp setup? So some torpedoes perform better with high yield, others with spread. So with most torp builds, you're going to be doing a high yield 3. Typically, some will do spread 3. It really just depends on what you're trying to do. And then you typically would do the high yield 3, and then you'd be getting spreads from ETM. That's why you have a fire at will and cannon scatter volley on the build. There's no ETM equivalent for high yield, so you just run the high yield and then you get the spreads from ETM. Axel, how's it going? What do I think of Nick's setup for the tank Garrett? Nick's tank setup was fine. I mean, he didn't crack it into anything, so that's always a good start for Nick. Yeah, I mean the border skew would be able to take advantage of theta for the high yields from that, whereas the Garrett, you're not really going to have room to take advantage of theta. I mean, this is an Alliance Dreadnought cruiser. Is that close enough for you? Okay, I want to do some market stuff here. I had a bunch of Doffs bounce back, so I want to get those reposted. So remember, guys, you have the ability to have 40 items on the exchange at a time. And if you have exchange sale expired mails here, those are each eating up a slot for your exchange. So make sure to claim them and then delete those mails. Because even if you leave them there, you know, with the item claimed from them, that's still eating up a slot. I need to reprice more than that. Oh. Yeah, they didn't do a lance on this one. I think it's fine. I mean, realistically, the built-in lances were more of a for fun thing. They weren't ever really much of a performance factor. How did I get rid of the phantom mail flashing green? Sometimes you just have to open it a couple times for it to go away. What are the 32s at today? $300 for KDF. We'll do one at 300 and the other at 275. 21. None for KDF. I'm gonna do that for 200 and see if it goes. It could be Spark. I mean, the mail system's always been a bit buggy in that way, so I would just clear out the items and see if that does it for you. So Nick got lucky and he pulled 227s from 10 packs, and I pulled 226s. Wonder if we'll get anything new for KDF anytime soon. I would imagine. Like I know, clearly Fed ships are the primary focus, but I would anticipate that there will eventually be more Klingon, Romulan, Jem'Hadar ships. It's just they don't, as they've said, they don't sell as well, so they're not prioritized as much. But I would imagine more is incoming. Yeah. The giant bird of prey from the lower decks finale. Yeah, Chadwick, I've won and lost big on stream many times. Okay, these 26s, what are they at? Okay, I'm putting up 126 for 950, and the other I'll hold on to for now. I feel like if too many of those are on the market, it'll make them this. Someone will go in and undercut them. I'll probably still do that anyways, but I think a big weakness too for the non-Fed factions is because Fed's getting all these anniversary bundles. There's now a bunch of really good premium ships. Like the anniversary bundle ships are basically lockbox promotional tier, and you look at what the KDF $30 offerings are. The Romulan and Jem'Hadar for the $30 ships that you can pick up with the T6 coupon, they're nowhere near that quality. So maybe someone joined on you, Stasis? Indeed, Grumpy. Yeah, someone could have joined on you, and that would have dumped them into your map. Cherenkov Light, thank you for the follow. When is the 15th anniversary bundle dropping? I mean, given no announcement so far, it's either they're going to be that they're stealth dropping it, early this month, or more realistically, given the fact that we've seen other delays, it might just end up being that it drops mid to late March. That, and like I said earlier, if you look back to last year with the 14th bundle, there were quite a few issues, especially the Iwani. It took like a month and a half for some of those issues to be resolved. So if they're taking their time and making sure it's a bit more polished, I think that's fine. Clearly, there's a lot of people that would like to have like just another teaser, some sort of confirmation that it is actually coming. But I mean, we know we know it's going to be dropping at some point. It's just we gotta be patient. There's lots of things in Stowe that require patience, and the 15th bundle is just one of them. Isn't the Bream Disco Box about to go away too? Yeah, I think it was like March 18th on the initial blog, so shouldn't there be another Infinity Lockbox ship dropping this month then? Terrible. Okay, what was 41 priced at? 150. I'm gonna put that at 125 and hope it sells. Yeah, we know there's a 15th bundle, and we know that it's going to be coming. Again, people just gotta be patient. I know we're not getting it as early as we did last year, but just the situation going on. Just give him some time. Let him cook. Terrible. Okay. Hold on a second. What time? Yeah. Am I going to fly the? I mean, Sam, that depends on the. I mean that hasn't been confirmed for good 100%. It's presumed it's going to be in there. Um, I believe it is. You know, I think that depends on the stats, which we don't have. I've succumbed to the trendy words. Oh no. Yeah, legendary bug ship was great. My inbox is a good place to list your Fed Borg duty officers. Terrible. But now that we know the Arc Royal's incoming, you know, going back to the market talk, which was part of the stream title at least on YouTube, I think stockpiling carrier items probably be good. Now that we also know that there's something on the Arc Royal for mines, and like I said in that video the other day, like every time there's been a mine trait, it has in some way involved summoning mines in based on an action associated with that ship. So, given the Arc Rail's a carrier, it's probably going to do something with mines when you spawn pets. So, my market move is that I have stockpiled a ton of these hangar craft power transmission mine consoles because I don't know what that's going to be. But I stockpiled a few. Which combo was it that gave the ludicrous speed and sector space? That's the Protostar. There's a Reddit post that goes over all the speed buffs for sector space, but yeah, I don't remember what all it is, but the Protostar is a huge part of it. Something else is there's flight deck officers. Do I have them here? Reduce the recharge time for hangar bays and boarding party. So this allows you to launch pets faster. I feel like whenever a new carrier is about to come in, having a couple of those banked up is always good. Scramble fighters is another good thing to bank up. That's 400 million right now for scramble fighters. Well, I mean, the mine consoles weren't even that expensive. Like the Hangarcraft mine consoles, what are they at right now? Okay, now someone's went through and cleared them out, but 4 million? When I bought most of those, they were like 500k or lower. Hold on a second. Moved here. Sorry, I'm just checking something here. He's on a Ferengi tune. There's always market manipulation, didn't you know? Yeah, Scramble Fighters. I've opened some Delta packs recently. I've got 2 of them in the bank. Like that's a wise move. You know, stocking up on carrier items right before a new carrier drops, that can always end up being profitable. The beard, I know, Jaden, I know. I'm sorry. Do you have any estimate as to what time? Looks like they're gonna let my mom out of the hospital today, so I'll be picking her up in a couple hours. The Delta Doff packs, yeah. Delta Doff packs have a chance to drop Scramble Fighters. I know, Bane, I know. You have one Scramble Fighter saved, you got it free with the anniversary giveaway? Very nice. But yeah, that was what sort of sucked. When they did the R&D and Doff sale last week, the Doff packs just straight up disappeared from the store for the entire event. So we didn't have an injection of Delta Doff packs into the market like we should have. So the supply of some of those items is going to be a bit rough. Thoughts on how the game will look like in the future? Definitely we need a better engine and coding. I don't think the game's going to move to a different engine. I think that would be just really expensive, and financially I just don't think it would make sense for them. They've spent the last year training people up on this engine, so I think they'll stick with this engine. Now there's a lot of older maps that still look a bit rough, and they can always go through and update those over time. The newer maps in the game look perfectly fine. Terrible, David. Yeah, and they can still they could still go in and make the current that they can make this game look really good on the current engine. So like, I just don't think it makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Can't they just ask Chat GPT to do it? Wow. No, no. AI is not always the answer. App transfer disconnects. I mean, I sort of wonder if they've already done some work on that, because I tried a mine build out recently and it was still fine. Don't say that too loud, Spencer. Nvidia will have you shot. Oh no. Yeah. They can make a lot of things in this game look really good. Yeah, there's still some old maps that, may look a bit rough, but that they've been able to do really, really well with this engine. You need more ROPs for this game? Oh. Yeah, speaking of Nvidia, that 50 series that's been such a rough launch. Did I do anything with the new Ferengi Nagus Marauder? I did some stuff on stream. I don't think I did a full video for it. Singo, you're not supposed to talk about that publicly. Skylar? Any of you looking for graphics cards right now? The Nvidia ones have been a bit rough if you've followed any of the news. This is probably the worst Nvidia launch in the last decade. The Nvidia launch warp core, basically there's just no supply. There's the continued issues with the cable they use on the Nvidia cards, the 12-volt high power. There's now cards that are missing some of the cores or whatever, the ROPs on them, so it's just been all over the place. And performance is not what they advertised. They were saying a 5070 would be comparable to a 4090, and that's just not going to be the case. AMD, I'm really curious to see how the AMD cards perform. The 9070 XT looks really interesting. I'm on a 7900 XTX, so I'm probably just going to sit out this gen. But it looks like that is a really, if the performance is anything like what they're actually advertising, then it's going to be a really good value compared to where the market's been at. If you have a 4090, then yeah, you just hang on to that for a while. Yeah, I think that's because they have a lot more 9070 XTs than 9070s, and they want you to just buy the 9070 XT. Yeah. Yeah, I watched the GN video this morning. There's a lot of emails that Steve was getting about that. Warp Core, I mean, I feel like that happened without me even saying anything. A 3070 Ti? Yeah. Yeah, I know. NVIDIA or AMD's pricing strategy has never been great. Though the 9070 XT at 600, for what it's looking to offer, I think it should be a good performer. Just gonna check, see if anything else sold here before I need to repost. Some fleet ship modules bounced back. That is not something you see every day. Bad time to try and sell a Section 31 Vanity Shield. Yeah, Nvidia just doesn't care about the consumer market because they have so much going on data center wise, like that's where all their money's coming from. Section 31 is going to go up for 200 flat. Let's see, what are these ship modules at? Go up for 100 for the stack of 4. Yeah. Yeah, I think this the AMD launch this gen should be fine. I'm really curious to see what happens with the next gen. Because with AMD like finally revamping some of their stuff, like investing in the in ray tracing a bit more, which I mean is not a big deal right now, but it is nice for some games like Cyberpunk, which I've been playing quite a bit recently. You know, having that increased performance would be quite nice because the 7900 XTX right now it struggles a bit for me trying to do that stuff. It just can't handle it. Any of you need Zindi Atlas for your beam overload extenders, then there you go. Thank you to whoever bought that Section 31. Sphinx, thank you. What's the latest date, I think, for the 15th bundle? I think with the silence so far, I mean, I just would not be surprised if we see like a mid to late March launch. You went from a 4070 to 4080 just to max out Cyberpunk? Yeah. At the time when I got the 7900 XTX, I just wasn't really interested in any ray tracing titles, but now that I am playing, it's like, man, I'm regretting not getting something with better ray tracing capability. Yeah, I saw some of that, Mark. Yeah. Yeah, Singo. I think we interpreted that as being after the start of the event, like normal. But I think I think that the other way to interpret that may have been correct, yeah. Like after the event itself. Yeah, indeed. Indeed, Ro. Okay, so 200 mil there. How many Doff packs can this character open? Not many. From Haswell? Boss, it looks like it's still probably weeks away. Yeah. I think Cyberpunk 2077, like I've had no issue with it in its current state. I haven't played it prior to this year, but like right now I've been having a great time with it. Yeah, Phantom. Indeed. Okay, terrible. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 with Phantom Liberty, like I've had a blast with that game. It's been a while since I've got that sucked into a single player title. Perfect. What are battery quartermasters going for right now? Down to 100 million? They tanked? Guys, if you were wanting to pick up one of those battery quartermasters that I talked about in my like Ultimate Meta Elite video, like the Fed one, there's one at 100, one at 150, and then the next ones are 500. Like, grab them things up. What's KDF at? KDF is 367. Yeah. Okay, so right now, KDF ones are a little bit more. I'm going to open on KDF. I'll open some on this, and then I'll go over KDF. There we go. Split it. The remaining ones will go on my KDF, but let's clear out these Doffs. By the way, I haven't really talked about this yet, but Nick and I were talking, and we want to start to develop the secondary fleet for the Breakfast Club. So if you're looking to just dump an alt in a fleet to help build it out, that is something we're going to be exploring here in the very near future. Yeah, 1660. I've got one of those in my laptop, and it still works perfectly fine. Forty 70. I don't know. The immersion is off the charts, right, Spencer? Yeah. Cyberpunk is one of the best games I've ever played. Yeah, I think at this point I can say that. I missed all the issues it had at launch, but I can tell you, based on what I've experienced so far with that game, like as soon as the second one comes out in a couple years, I'll have no issue pre-ordering it. I'll be I'll just be away for a while. The lunch club. Watch the show 2 Edge Runners. Just finished building your latest PC. Nice. I thought about upgrading my processor to a 9950X3D, but I think I'm going to hold off for right now. And in my 7950X, it gets the job done for what I need it to do right now. So I just don't think I need to do that upgrade right now. I think it'd be smarter on my part to just wait for the next gen on AMD to go live, and then that should be the last one for AM5, and then just move over to that. You know, just jump in at the end of the AM5 platform, basically. Tinfoil Ninja. I mean, X3D does benefit quite a few other games as well. I imagine it probably benefits Stowe. Like other MMOs have seen a good boost from it. Just gonna click through here. Is that a battery quartermaster? No. Yeah, the issue with opening Doff packs is the cleanup afterwards. That's why, to be honest, not many people actually go through and open Doff packs because it is just a lot of work. It's very profitable if you open enough of them and you get them at a good price. It's just having the Doff space to deal with them and then having the patience to go through and filter through everything you get. It's just not for everyone. Nice. Found a Galore on exchange for 1.5 billion creds. Bought it for 150 mil in 2017. Yeah. The prices of lockbox ships has gone a bit stupid. Nice. Yeah, I've PSU wise, I mean EVGA is what I used to buy all the time. I know like Seasonic, FSP, they do good, but Superflower, that they've started selling in the US market, and Superflower is actually the company that made those EVGA power supplies. A lot of the really good ones. And like the one I got from the Elite X7 or whatever, it's been really good. Yeah. I have one opened off slot. Oof. Hey, did I get anything good from that? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna open the rest on a KDF. Yeah, Antar, I don't know when that's gonna drop over there. RNGesus wasn't with me. Yeah. Sometimes it happens. I did not have as much DOF space on this character as I thought. The anniversary giveaways will start up on console this week. I'll have a video out here in the next day or two going over them. Actually, I'll probably just drop the video tomorrow morning. More DOFs to clear out. Do I have room in the fleet? Hopefully. Perfect. I'll let it take some of the ground ones. The ground ones don't sell as well. Only and warfare specialists have been under half a mil before. It just depends on the market at the time. Those can be a bit of a gamble to open, to be honest. Okay, I need to find some other ones that can take here. Okay, now the question is, did I get anything good? Just a couple commons and uncommons to delete. Control resist, ground, drain resist, space, or K-Perf? Go for K-Perf. K-Perf is going to buff up your kit modules. Okay, so I did not get any ground quartermasters here, or any space ones for batteries, so that's unfortunate. So unfortunately, the 50 Doff packs I opened sort of screwed me over. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put out a video here. Either it'll just be early tomorrow. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, it sounds like I'm gonna have to head out here shortly to go pick my mom up. Just looking at the messages I'm getting. So I'm going to wrap things up here. Again, thank you for all the gifted subs, all the subs, the donos. I very much appreciate that. If there's any final questions you guys have, feel free to drop them in. Spencer, could you promote something trash on stream and within 10 minutes it will be 1 billion per? Path Jaeger when? I mean, it's not trash, but I do have one up on the market to be clear. 2447. That is a Doff that's Tack and Miracle Worker. And whenever you hit attack ability, 15% chance to set your power levels to maximum for 5 seconds. And with Miracle Worker abilities, 30% chance to give you 2.5% crit chance for 30 seconds. So, I mean, if you're on a Miracle Worker build, that's also tack heavy. 24 is a great Doff. There you go. I promoted something, and it's not garbage. I used to run 24s all the time. The only reason I don't have one on right now is because I'm doing the 27, 26, and 31 combo. Thank you, Farrell. My YouTube window is not giving me the latest chat. It's like frozen. It is frozen. That's the issue. Yes. Thank you, everyone, for the kind words. Okay, the YouTube window just completely froze there. It seems to be fine now. What do I think the backlog is on the deal market? It's under 10, right? 9.9. Did they lower the chance to spawn in additional ground turrets? Not that I'm aware of. What is my favorite Romulan ship from the Zen store? I mean, the legendary Valdor is cool. The legendary Scimitar. I mean, that's the issue with the non-fed ships, is that the good ones are all legendary. So if you're including legendaries, then it's going to be legendary Scimitar or legendary Valdor. They're both great ships. If you're talking $30 Zen ships, then Yeah. Okay. Yep. Thank you all for the kind words. Let's see. Is there anyone to raid out to on the Twitch side? Char's live. Wasn't Stoicky doing stuff today? Yeah. Here we go. Oh, no ads. Okay. Let's raid out on the Twitch side. Go stop by SFC. He is from the Wiki team. No leaks for the new bundle. No, boss. There's no leaks. Okay. Raid is going out on Twitch. Again, thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time. As soon as I can see the stop streaming button. The prompter's in the way.